Dear friends, are you one of the invitees invited by Jesus to be a part of his great banquet? Well, today's gospel, taken from Luke chapter 14, verses 15 to 24, is the parable of the great banquet, which teaches that God's kingdom is open to all who accept the invitation, not just those who expect to be included. Let us delve deeper into some key themes and interpretations of this parable. Well, what does the invitation mean? The great banquet symbolizes the joy and fellowship of God's kingdom, both in the present and eternally in heaven, and the offer of salvation through Jesus Christ. The initial guest rejection represent the Jewish religious leaders and those who believed they had an automatic place in God's kingdom due to their heritage or good works. Their excuses, maybe of buying land, testing oxen, getting married, represent how everyday distractions and misplaced priorities can cause people to neglect or reject God's urgent invitation. Refusing the invitation at the last minute was a grave insult to the host, reflecting the seriousness of rejecting God. The master's anger at the original guest's refusal leads him to invite the poor, the crippled, the blind, and the lame from the streets and lanes, and then people from the roads and country lanes. This illustrates God's desire for his house to be full and the radical inclusion of those who were socially and religiously marginalized in that culture, symbolizing sinners and Gentiles. Let's reflect on the urgency and consequence of the refusal of the invitation. The Master's final declaration that none of those men who were invited will get a taste of my banquet serves as a solemn warning that rejecting God's invitation has permanent eternal consequences. The time to respond to God's grace is now, as opportunities may not last forever. Let's see how it has a personal application. The parable challenges listeners to examine their own lives and priorities. It asks if personal pursuits, relationships, or material possessions are preventing them from fully accepting God's invitation to a relationship with Him and participating in His work of love and mission in the world.